Hi there, my name is Yasin Ali and I'd like to welcome you to the David Ledbetter Academy, Dubai. In today's video, I'd like to discuss a shot that I've grown very fond of over the years. It's called the Chip-Putt. Now, when I give a lot of lessons, especially chipping lessons, I always find that some of my students and my clients, they struggle to get the right sort of distance control and we're always stuck between swings. So a simple solution would be, how about if we make a consistent action, like a putting stroke, but we alter the club to give us our desired distance. So right now, in my hand, I have a 9-iron, okay? I also will use a 7 and a 5-iron just to illustrate my point. Right now over here, we've got a shot from here to this first flag, which for me is perfect for the 9-iron. A couple of key points I want you to note when executing the Chip-Putt. The first thing is the grip. It's quite different to our normal grip, normal iron grip. We want to adopt our putting grip. Now, for those of you who are cack-handed or claw, you might want to try and practice a little bit using a conventional grip and then trying it with the Chip-Putt. So for me, it's very simple. In my palms, I have my lifelines. I want my grip to run right into those lifelines there. So you'll notice my thumbs are off to the side. And again, the same with the right hand. So I'm in this position here. My hands are spread down the club, which is what they would be with my normal putting stroke. And I'm not scared that my right index finger and my thumb are down onto the steel. The reason for that is when I set this club up, I'm going to set it to a point where the toe is down and the heel is up. And this is going to stop any sort of heel interaction with the turf, thus keeping the club face pretty square. And that's the other reason why we adopt this grip up in the lifelines. We want to try and limit the face rotation and the forearm rotation. We want to try and keep our club face square to our ball target line. So if I can get in here for a second, okay, I'll face you and just run through the setup. So my ball position, we've talked about the grip, more in the lifelines. My ball position is back of center, close to my right instep. My stance width is about a shade wider than the club head. Once we're in that position there, the club is very vertical. I'll switch around so you can see. But the other thing I want you to think about is I have more pressure on my left leg, a ratio of 60% to 40%, and my shaft is not in line with the ball. There's a little bit of forward lean. Okay, so the shaft leaning forward, the weight forward, that's going to create a more up and down sort of action, but I'm not doing that by picking up the club. I'm setting myself in this position, and then once I make my stroke, it will do it on its own. Couple of key points again. So I've got my ball position, I've got the weight on my left side, I've got the shaft leaning forward, my toe line is slightly left of my ball target line, okay? With my grip being more in the lifelines, my elbows are tucked in and touching my rib cage, and this is key because I can then use my core and my torso to control the stroke. Now, face on from here, you will notice how I get that toe down, and I'm looking with this shot to always strike the ball on the toe. The toe is the most dead point on the club. You'll find that the ball has a consistent roll, a little tumble, and then a little roll out to the target. It doesn't come off the club face so hot. From down the line, you will notice from here, you will see how vertical that shaft is. The grip end is hidden by my right forearm. I'm very much over the ball. Shoulders are level. Shoulders are level. Head is similar eye line to my putting. And from here, I'm ready to execute. So I'm going to get the ball in here. First flag is our target. I read it as I would a putt. I get into my position and off we go. Now, it's gone a little bit left. That's more of a misread on my part. but you'll notice that I can continually get the same sort of action on the ball. Let's try one more time. Let's get more aligned a little better. I think it's right to left. Get set. And it's as simple as that. All we're doing is making our putting stroke, and we change the club to get a different distance out the shot. I'll do one more for you where I'll club up to a 7-iron. That second flag there. Everything's the same. Grip, setup, stance width, pressure, and off we go. Easy peasy. A little drill that I'm going to give you to go with this action, and it's going to really help those of you who don't keep the weight on that left side, is you're going to get a little bottle of water. Okay, we're going to get our ball, and we want a gap of about 12 inches between the ball and the water bottle. Again, this is through my coaching and what I've seen with my students. Is they get in the right position, and then when they chip, they move back, they would hit the water bottle. So then I put the water bottle behind, and then they start doing this, lifting up and hitting down. Let the setup be the way you control how this club will move. So remember, toe down, heel up, grip more in the palms and the lifelines, get set, more weight on my left leg, sternum is slightly forward, head is nice and still, elbows are tucked in. From here, it's a rocking of the shoulders, just like in a putt. And you'll notice as I rock the shoulders back, I miss that bottle. It's just a nice visual for you to help you with your chipping. And I'm sure with some diligent practice and be brave out there when you're out on the chipping green, you will really start to notice a big difference in how you chip the ball. And experiment. Get out there, short hole, a short distance, try your 9-iron, a little bit further, try your 7, and if you're feeling really confident, a little further than that, you can go with a 5-iron. We're really lucky here in the UAE. We have some tremendous golf courses and a lot of big greens out here, so this kind of chip shot would be ideal. Again, if there's any issues or any problems, please come and visit us at the David Ledbetter Academy Dubai by JA The Resort, and we look forward to seeing you soon.